Look at that face. Look at that face. Welcome everybody to Building with Hot Buns. Welcome back everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Today we will be doing... We're just going to be finishing the church build thing. And so I hope you enjoy this episode as always. Right now we're just gonna go through some chests, make sure that we got everything that we need. I did a few modifications to the stairway, and I also put in some walls because it was feeling a little bit too open. But today we're gonna work more so on the roof, which will be nice. I think it'll come out pretty nicely. I have a really good idea of having a circular window for the front so that light shines in. I'm going to put on a shader pack hopefully so that we can see that effect, which will be nice. I haven't quite figured out how to fit in the windows. We may not even have a window there just because it just won't fit. Or we might have it behind the hole where the window will be. You'll see what I mean later on. So, sorry, indigestion. Gotta love it. Yeah, just making sure I have everything here that I need. Sorry about that. So we're gonna swim up here, or am I gonna do /home? I don't know. Decisions. Can't even talk. I think let's make us an axe. Pickaxe? Yes. I don't even know what I need anymore. There we go. There's some iron for us. Yep. We'll make us an axe, get some spruce wood going. I think that's what we got. I don't know. Actually, I'm recording this afterwards. I was trying to do it to where it seemed like I was playing, but my audio recording kind of got messed up, so I'm recording this afterwards on Audacity, which I can say because it's not royalty or not copyrighted. And Audacity is actually a pretty good program. I really like it. It's very useful. So we're gonna go out here and go hunt some spruce wood, finish up the chairs on the inside. And I kinda derped here. Forgot that you would die if you have something above you while you're riding a horse. And actually I forgot that I had spruce wood, or spruce saplings at home. So later on I just decided to grow some, which I did off camera just because it's one of those boring tasks that isn't all that fun to watch. Neither is riding a horse, to be honest. But anyways, so here I'll cut and we'll go on to the next scene. And we're back. No. So here's the basic build of our church here. And this is purely just a place to get married because of the marriage plugin. There's no real reason for it other than that. We might have somebody on the server might decide that they want to do a church thing. We also might double this as a courthouse based on its design, which I don't know. I think that would turn out decently. I say decent a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've noticed. I didn't realize I said some of the things I do so much until I started recording. So, excuse me. So here's the interior. It's pretty simple, which is good for a church, I suppose. Now we're going to start working on the roof here, and I placed stairs the wrong way because I don't know how Minecraft works, apparently. And it's just basically gonna uh, tower up here, make it a nice, sleek, sharp edge design. I think that's what I was calling it during the video. um, so this part is just the same thing, a little bit, which I'm not complaining. I mean, it's always fun to build on this game, at least for me. Like I've said before, I love making videos and building while I'm doing videos. It makes everything seem so much easier. It makes life seem easier too. Not like life is the hardest thing in the world. Well, that was kind of ironic, being that it's life. So, I'm gonna have a drink real quick, and I'll talk to you in a few seconds. Sorry about that. My throat was getting a little bit parched. Been talking for over an hour now. I also didn't realize that I muted my mic, so the first time I recorded this was just awful. Because then I realized I had no audio whatsoever. And that was the first time I've actually done that. So, there I messed up again because I just don't know how stairs work, apparently. I do. It's just something sharp edge if you don't want it to be flat. But it's kind of flat. It's a diagonal edge, basically, which looks really nice on some builds and some just doesn't work. But this one, I think it turned out pretty nice. I kind of flattened out the top later on, which you'll see. And so, being on survival and building is something totally different than creative, because I did this in 10-20 minutes on creative, and it's up to an hour and a half now of building this on survival, which again, I'm not complaining. I love, love, love building on this game. I'd rather build than do anything else, but I don't really care for creative all that much. I use it as a tool to make sure that my redstone's correct and stuff like that, because when you're on survival and you make a few comparators and you don't really have all that much quartz, I say that with a big building mostly made of quartz. um, when you do it on survival and you don't have all the materials you need, it gets frustrating, or you make too much of one item and you're wasting your materials, which eventually you'll find a use for, but right away it's just it's kind of a pain. And so we'll do the same thing on the other side here. I went on a rant there. And it eventually it'll look fitting. Right now it just kind of looks like it's sticking out of the building, which is usually how most builds go. It doesn't really take shape until it's done, and everything comes together, really. So I'm thinking about having trees in front, maybe. I might hand make some trees, because that's another really fun thing that I learned from watching other people's YouTube videos, especially BWO's. I hope I can say that. I'll put a link in the description anyway. And I say I hope I can say that because of copyright issues most of the time. I didn't know if I should clarify that or not, but yeah, copyright issues have made my first two videos that I made get some problems. I got pinged for that, so I'm trying to not have those anymore. And so we will just build up here, dig this out, and continue this pattern. Another thing I like to rant about is I've specified that I'm not in this for the money, and I don't really care for videos that pander to that type of mentality of I'm doing this for the money or for the views. It just doesn't seem right to me. Because I do this to have fun. I do this to make friends, and if you're going to make videos, then just don't do it for that reason of making money. I mean, initially I was thinking about money being helpful, but that wasn't my only concern here. It was more so about meeting new people, making friends, learning about people, and learning about how to make videos and editing. It's just a lot of learning that I really enjoy. I debated on how I should do this bottom layer, just because it looked too flat, I guess you could say. Well, not flat, but it didn't have any depth to it, and I end up changing this later on anyway. Uh, which you'll see. They always see. Don't know who they is, but, you know. Well, you guys. Of course, it's you guys. Why did I not think of that? uh, I laugh at myself a lot too, and derp around a lot on this game. So much so that I don't even know if I'm making good enough videos. uh, I really appreciate the comments I'm starting to get, especially on my first video. Just the support I've gotten and how people have responded to my videos. And yeah, it's just, it's mind-blowing to me. I didn't really think that it would ever get as big as it is, and it'll probably get bigger, which even baffles me more, because I really just wanted to do this for fun. It'd be nice to be YouTube famous, but you know, it's not a goal, I should say. It's just, if it happens, it happens, which would be nice. But yeah. And on to another rant. No. Um, so on this build, we've got just crazy, crazy stuff going on, because the, not the walls, but the ceiling walls. I don't know what to call them. The things that go diagonally on this side, I've been debating on doing oakwood logs mixed with some, or not oakwood, spruce wood. Spruce wood logs mixed with some jungle wood to give it a nice roof color, I guess. I don't know. Or we might do snow slabs and have it go up like that. It's a lot of decision making, or even a project like this. If you have any ideas on how I should do the sides of the roof before I do it, then just let me know. The problem is that there's no problem, actually. And here I kind of forgot that zombies could hit you while you're in your bed, so yeah. Today was just a forgetful day. Forgot to unmute my mic, forgot to sleep while there's no zombies around, all sorts of things. So here, I really didn't like the way that top was. I was debating on just cutting the top part off and leaving it as a trapezoid? Yeah, trapezoid. I know my shapes, I know my colors, and I know my numbers. I swear. But then I decided just to flatten the roof out a little bit more, and then switch out the stairs here, or switch out the slabs with stairs. which I didn't do there, and I was wrong. I tried a few different methods of doing this part, which I think it came out pretty nicely in the end, and the whole build's gonna look amazing once it's done, which is my plan. Excuse me. And so here I tried to block it off from the creeper, and then I could have jumped down, but that would have been the smart thing to do. And so that happened. At least I didn't die. I mean, yeah, that would have been bad. So then I would have probably lost all my stuff, because the teleporting in the server didn't work for a little while today, and I didn't know if it was gonna work now. So I was a little bit more scared than usual about that. And I'm hitting keys on my keyboard just because. Accidentally smacked my hand on the keyboard. Any hoozle. Anyways. We're gonna come back down here, and I think this is where I changed the slabs to stairs, which gives it some more depth. Or maybe I did that after I put in the window. Yeah, I did that after I put in the window. I keep getting ahead of myself on that. There's also been some buggy block placement whenever I'm jumping up and placing blocks. I don't know if it's a client-side problem or what that would be. And so I think I'm gonna let you watch this build. No, just kidding. That would be rude. You come on my channel and then expect me to do some commentary for you, and then I'm just like, here, you watch this with no audio. I would never do that. That's just awful. And so I do a long pause after that. Yeah, I was liking the way that looked. I know there's that little corner that didn't get filled in, and I'll fix that. That's no problem. So don't be posting on the comment. Well, I mean, do post on the comments. Just don't be ranting and raving about that one corner, because it's fixed. I promise. But yeah, I've been having just loads of fun. Not only watching YouTube or doing YouTube videos, but watching YouTube. I usually, or before I started recording, I was watching like maybe 1 or 2 videos a day, and now I'm up to 6 or 7. Usually while I'm working off camera. I like the audio in the background, because the Minecraft music gets kind of boring after a while. But pretty much anything gets boring after a while, now that I think about it. And so now I was debating on how we should do this circle, trying to center it and get it all nice and even, and not knowing how to place blocks because I'm a noob. I'm not really a noob, I just call myself that for shock value. I don't know. So we will place the stairs like so, and come over here, and I thought about doing a 1x1 hole, but that just wouldn't look right. It didn't seem right for me. So we went with a 3 on the bottom, or essentially it was 5x5 altogether, but it looks like it's a 3x3, which is what I was kind of going for. Although I did it in creative, I did the build a little bit bigger in creative, So, yeah, I was just trying to figure out how I would fit that into this. It was only like 3 or 4 blocks off, which when you're doing a build like this, that little bit matters. And so we'll just pillar down and, oh, I guess we'll drop down. Just recorded this and don't even know what I did. And so I really appreciate all your support as usual. It's just it's fantastic to know that I have so many supporters already, and it's still my second week of doing this, and already up to, what am I up to? I'll check real quick. Already up to, click on the YouTube symbol. What are we at? Click on my name. Oh, come on. Load. Load. 12 subscribers and 73 views. I mean, that is crazy. I'm so glad I have that. Just thank you all so much for your support. It's the greatest thing. It also gives me a lot of confidence, and I've talked about this before, but it's just great for me. And I hope my videos are what you guys like. I'd love to get a good, better, not fan base, but just more support, and maybe get some friends out of this too. I say that like I have no friends. Oh, wait, I don't. No, just kidding. But I mean, I'm still looking for people to play some games with. I know that I was talking to Wolf about playing some Hunger Games or something like that with him, and I promise we will do it. I just have to get some time to record, and well, I have plenty of time to record, but I have to get the time to plan it out and figure out what I'm going to talk about, because yeah, it's difficult to plan out what you're going to talk about before you talk about it. Normally I just talk on a whim. And today is all about on a whim. It's still the same day as the last episode I uploaded. So, yep, today's on a whim. That's my saying for today. So, again, I just really appreciate all your support. Anyway, so, what are we doing? I was staring at my YouTube account. Oh, we're still working on the circle. We're getting this top part finished up, making it look nice, look pretty. And I really wish that there were side half blocks, like there are on Tekkit. That would just make this game the greatest. Not that it's not the greatest game ever anyway, but yeah, well, in my opinion, it's really, really good. I love Minecraft. I'm a Minecraft fanboy, and I'm not afraid to admit it. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing some mini games and maybe even some survival play with other people, other YouTubers, or just any of you guys doing comments. Just let me know what your gamer tag is, and I'd prefer if like I could talk to somebody over the age of 18, just because it makes for funner gameplay for me. There's some younger people that I enjoy playing games with. I'm not bashing anybody. It's just it's funner for me because then I can talk about more mature content and not really have to worry about saying something wrong and it coming around to bite me later on. So, again, just if you want to play any games with me, I mean any game, as long as I have it or it's free, then I'll definitely play. And hopefully this program that I'm using for my audio recording, if I keep it, can record Skype so we could actually have you in the call or in the video as well, which would be awesome. I'm so excited to get DX Tory when I get the money together, which will be here pretty soon. I think it's going to be on the 5th is when I'll get the money together for it. So I'm really excited for that. And that's pretty much how it's going to look for the front. I'm not sure what we're going to do as a background layer for that. I'm thinking about putting IA back there, just because it's Invisible Army, and it's the Church of Invisible Army. I mean, that's just the plan here. Excuse me again. Man, I don't know what is up with my throat today. It's just been hoarse, and I might be getting sick, which I really hope I'm not, because that would just suck. And plus, then I couldn't really make quality videos for you guys, which is my goal. I've been trying to make the best quality that I can with the resources I'm provided with. I'm trying to find better resources that are cheap or free, but at the moment I don't really have enough money for even the cheap stuff. And I'm not asking anybody to send money. I'm perfectly fine with how my life is right now. But yeah, it's just you gotta have money in order to survive anymore. And honestly, I think that's ridiculous. I think people should just be able to do what they want and need without having to pay everything. Which, I guess that would make me an anarchist to some extent, but not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about political views just because there's. It's not really a subject that matters. It matters, but it doesn't. Again, it's one of those things that if you're really into politics, then be really into politics. But it's not something that should be forced on anybody or anything like that. Kind of like homosexuality. Like, as long as it's not put on me, I don't care. I'm perfectly happy with you being who you are, and yeah, it's just stuff like that. And I tried staying away from politics. I try. Sometimes that just doesn't work out because, I mean, I watch the news or not the news, but like shows on major network TV shows that I can't say because of copyright issues, but yeah, it's just little things like that. I mean, I watch it for the political aspect to learn more about the world and what I like and what I dislike about the government and things like that, and I'm not going to rant on that at all. Um, so, that is pretty much the build. I mean, we're going to go forward a little bit more and alter this a little bit more and make sure that it looks good enough to present. So I think this will come out as a really good church/courthouse, and I'm having a lot of fun just building it. I like that little notch in there. It just gives a little bit more detail. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great, wonderful day.